Hello, and welcome to another Monkey's Motors Monday morning vlog. So what have I been up to this week? Fuck all, I think. Literally just fuck all. I've done nothing. So we're going to have to think about something to talk about. So my name, Monkey's Motors. You would have already, well, hopefully you may have already seen in a previous video I've described where my name has come from. I'll do the whole click in the top right on the little eye to go see that video at the end of this video, obviously, and then you find out how I got my name. Anyway, I digress. My name, Monkey's Motors. I quite like it. Monkey has been my name on, you know, online kind of presence as Monkey for 7 or 8 years now, but annoyingly, it is one of those things that's just a little awkward to spell, you know, because it's a word I made up. You know, I'm probably not the first person in the world to have spelt monkey in that way, but it's not kind of the common spelling. People hear monkey, they go, oh, monkey, just spell it as normal. And sadly, I'm nowhere near popular enough. If you just type in Monkey's Motors spelt correctly, you will not find me ever. I've started tagging my shit with the correct spelling in the hope that one day it might come up. But I had a bit of a result. Even if you spelt my name correctly, Monkey's Motors, or incorrectly, however you look at it, it used to come up with this, you know, Google does that thing where you type in something and are these cars just running this light in front of that cop? I don't understand. Pretty sure they are. Anyway, you would type it in and Google would do its really clever and useful thing where it would autocorrect to what it kind of thought you meant and then just search for that instead. Which, you know, I use that feature all the time. Most of the time it's really handy, but it did mean when you would search for Monkey's Motors, it would say, did you mean Monk's Motors? Because that's what I've searched for, because it's quite a popular car dealership in America somewhere, which I always found rather upsetting. Oh, that car's indicating right, but we've got loads of him, he won't get around here before I've disappeared. So yeah, it would always come up with this Monk's Motors dealership in America rather than Monkey's Motors, and you'd have to click for the, actually no, I did mean Monkey's Motors, can you search for that instead? And that no longer happens. I've surpassed the fame of some dealership in America. So when you search for Monkey's Motors, it comes up with me. So I was quite pleased with that, quite chuffed. What else did I find googling myself, because I am not much of a narcissist? I think that's what that word means. I don't know. Yeah, random like Russian semi-porn sites seem to like host my videos. I don't know if I care or what I could even do about it, but you know, I'll search for, paste in one of my video titles, and occasionally I'll come up with a link on Google that goes to some weird Russian page where you can watch my video, and then there's just like porn advertising everywhere. It's quite funny. And no, I do not own that website. I'm not making any money, but it's just a bit amusing, really. I don't know how that comes about. Yeah. So anyway, what was the general theme of this? My name. So yeah, I'm hoping one day my name will become popular enough that it'll be easy to find, you know, because obviously like Royal Jordanian, RJ, how hard is it to remember RJ? It's not, it's quite easy. Oh shit, we're going to filter past a copper. It's not illegal, it's just whether or not you consider it rude. It's alright, we never had the opportunity. Like, the police in the UK, from my experience, do seem to be like very forgiving towards motorcyclists. Obviously, you know, if you're being a dick, they're going to do you, but they seem to, if you seem to be a nice rider, I guess, they seem to be nice. I was riding home along the A20 when I had my longer commute, and there's a long stretch of road where it's all like solid white line, no overtaking, and I was behind a police car, and he kind of got right over to the left side of the lane, so I could like go past him while in the same lane. And it just blew my mind. It freaked me the fuck out. I didn't do it. I waited until it was legal to overtake, so when I did my overtake, because I wasn't even sure if it was like a trick, but I think it was just generally being like genuinely really nice guy. And yeah, I've never had any trouble with the police. The only time I've ever been pulled over on the bike, it wasn't this bike, it was my old bike, and it was because I was speeding. So it wasn't, you know, I was a knob on my old bike, but I wasn't being that much of a knob at the time. All it was, I just left a friend's wedding reception. It was in the middle of a town, Dover, about 2:30 in the morning. and I was sat at some lights like this, kind of in this same kind of built up area, so you know it is a 30, but it was 2:30, so there wasn't anyone else on the road apart from a police car. And yeah, the lights went green. I probably took it up to about 40, 45 in first, and then straight back down to 30, and was just putting along, and the police car must have been a good 100, 200 metres behind me, because I didn't see him in my mirrors or anything. And yeah, he just heard my exhaust and figured I was probably going a bit quick, and kind of warned me to watch out for drunken people stumbling in the road, and then just chatted about my bike for a bit and sent me on my way. So I think, you know, if you get off the bike and you're a polite, respectful, apologetic person, I think they're more inclined to try, you know, tell you what you've done is a bit silly and how you can, you know, why it's silly, please don't do it again, sir, and you'll be like, alright, thank you very much. Whereas if you get off and you're a bit of an arrogant cock, they're just going to give you a points and a fine and send you on your way. So yeah, I do like the police. That's another thing that I've worried about on this channel, especially now that I've kind of stickered myself up, will be the local police kind of figuring out there's some guy on a motorbike putting videos on the internet in their local town. I don't know if they'd be like, that's that Monkey's Motors again. Let's watch all his videos and see how many red lights he's run this week. I try not to. I really, you know, red light runners fucking piss me off so bad. It is, in the rare occasion where it's kind of gone amber and the road conditions, I feel safer just to roll through it than try and brake and crash. I do not condone red light running. It gets me angry. Let's not be a hypocrite. But yeah, if I'm going to become known to the local police force, don't know how like the Baron and Royal Jordanian deal with that kind of shit. Maybe one day I can ask him. But so far, I don't think they know who I am, so all's good. Like, I guess this is my worst bit. That does say 40 miles an hour, and I am doing double, but there's no pavement on this side of the road, no junctions, it's one way, you know, kind of, everyone's on over that side, I don't know. Like that, to me, I guess, might be illegal, but I'm not being evil, I'm not being dangerous, I'm not being rude, I'm just having a bit of a giggle. I don't know, you know, it's one of those, it's 40 for the other side of the road, there's dual lane, junctions, there is a pedestrian footpath set, you know, inside the verge a bit. Whereas this side of the road, it's just a road. It could be 70, you know, it could just be 60 national speed limit, no problem. And there's a few bits around like that, you know. And I think that's what the police understand. Those national speed limit roads, you get the odd bit where you can have a bit of a play, and then you have the bits where it's 30 and 40 and 50 for a bloody good reason, and slow the fuck down. So as long as you half play by the rules in a respectful manner, I think they're usually alright. I'm sure it'll come back to bite me in the arse one day. Anyway, despite having nothing to talk about, I've managed to waffle on for 7 minutes, which is always good. So thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Today I figured we'd talk about, you know, where I got my channel name from. Monkey's Motors. It confuses a few people. Obviously it's like monkey, but just spelled a bit wrong. So I usually end up having to write it down for people when I'm trying to get them to find my channel, which is a bit of a nightmare. Brilliant name choice there. But